Hi everybody, it's Mary Jo. Welcome back to my channel. This is our new moon in Aries reading, April 15th, 2018. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It augurs in the spring, which is the beginning of the year. And astrologically, it is like the new year. Aries is the first sign. It's like the babe in astrology, the infant to grow. The new moon, we want to plant the seeds. Aries is a fire element, so we definitely want to be around a bonfire. Maybe if you have, even light some candles, or if you do have a fireplace. But you can even write everything down, set it on fire, be careful, and put it in a bowl or an abalone shell, and afterward take the ashes and put them to the earth with a little bit of wine or some sort of liquor, which would be an offering to earth too, and watch it grow in your life. Okay, but so now I'm using here the Enchanted Map deck. This is an oracle deck. I like to use that for whenever we do full moon and new moon readings. And the spread is going to handle 4 different things. First of all, what is it that you want, okay, that you want to plant the seeds of in your life? What is it that you're looking to change? Heal the ouch, number 38. 3 and 8 is 11. We are in a universal vibration of 11. We know that's the first master number. And it is about our intuition, our spiritual warrior energy. So we have here a little fox, and he's got the little ice pack on his head. The raccoon is being the nurse and tending to the wounds. Soft pink, mutable colors there, like the colors of quartz, rose quartz, healing the heart. Perhaps there's a lot of us who need to heal heart matters in our lives. Broken-hearted, broken friendships, broken family relationships, broken spirit, whatever it is that we need to mend and tend to in our lives. So let's see what the oracle says about this for number 38. Forgiveness is the healer of the soul. This is a time for great soothing of the heart, body, soul, and mind. And this card indicates that healing will be prevalent in your life now. If you feel drawn to study the healing arts, you'll be successful in developing your natural capacity to restore others to wellness. However, the message may be, that you're being called to change your behavior in order to heal the earth. Perhaps you'll switch to a cruelty-free diet, eating less meat, or perhaps you'll pay more attention to how much water or electricity you use. You're asked to be conscious all of your footprint on the sacred earth and all of your life, and to commit to the healing path. The Heal the Ouch card may also be an indicator of old wounds and broken bones being mended. Reconciliations are possible now. Let bygones be bygones. Now, we have Mercury going direct. So in the time of the Mercury retrograde, there was a lot of things that we need to review in the mental realm, okay? Because Mercury rules the mental realm. So there may be thoughts of arguments past. Maybe you didn't talk to somebody for a while. Maybe you're reviewing boundaries that you have with people, places, and things in your life that have taken control of you or seemingly want to control you, don't accept you for who you are, and have always made you feel like you were less than, putting you down, browbeating you. Abuses of any kind is still abuse, and you were not able to love yourself fully. This is a card for me that's really talking to healing the ouch from within, tending to ourselves. Let spirit help us heal and nurture ourselves. If it isn't something that is more tangible, it is definitely about healing relationships, or healing the way that you're thinking and feeling about relationships. Maybe it is someone that you haven't talked to for a while. You'll let bygones be bygones. And it may not mean that you're going to interact with that person the rest of your life again, but it could be something that you just smoothed over, healed, and you've moved on from it in your life. And there might be people that are not receptive to that healing or don't want you to heal, remembering that as we shift, others shift. The people that don't shift with us in our life as we vibrate differently in our energies will no longer be in our energy. And they may be people that fade away from us in our life. So for now, it is talking about you trusting that intuitive inner divination, that little voice inside of you that wants to love you entirely and heal the wounds that we have within us from anything in our life that is being triggered right now. And it is an important thing because before you can go to any of the other new moons, you really need to make a good one and the best one out of the Aries new moon. It's the first one. And you want to set the standard for all the other new moons and full moons and all the energies that you're going to experience for the rest of the year. So starting with healing any wounds and releasing them at this time, burning them off, you know, like that violet flame. You want to burn off all the negativity, all the things that are holding you back outside of yourself. Sure, they seemingly are outside, but they're within you because you allow these things. And I know we're not always in the evolved state of our lives to be mature enough to know how to handle every situation with people and things, that we cannot at this time stop it, but we're working toward that goal, starting with loving yourself more and more to heal that wound set that we have within ourselves. Because then when we've healed that, our vibration is changed completely, and then we can resonate to the things that we truly want to grow in our lives, and then they will appear in our lives. Until we heal that vibration, we're going to keep going in a wound set of that vibration. So we're blocking all the things that we truly want for us to have in our lives. Okay, so burn that off, literally. Burn off the wounds that you have, the triggers. Like they burn that bridge so you can't go back over that bridge again, and truly release it and let it go. So that's something we need to work on right now. And then what are you going to do to get this? We have mountain. Number 6 is the number of Venus. So we have, this is where we're feeling loved and nurtured and protected. It's harmonic balance. It also talks about our values, our value system. So let's see. It looks, you know, it looks like this is carved into the mountain, like almost like a sphinx, and it's a face with hair. The mouth is open, you know, like it's ready to either speak, receive, or to speak out. And there's an oculus here at the top of the mountain, or in this cave, and it's shining the light on here. Now, that's what it looks like to me. It could be the moonlight on here is very occluded. So it could be subject to your own interpretation as well. If there's anything that you see in here that stands out, you speak to it. Yeah, I'm seeing the stars now. It's hard to see through the camera, but looking at it, this is a moon's rays beaming down on this. Okay, so we know the moon is about reflection and receptivity. It is our emotions. So it's opening up something here, like the mouth is longing to speak, or the eyes need to be open to see. So let's see what the book says here. It's hard. Okay, number 6, mountain. Okay, so it says, you have the capacity to flow around any obstacle. This is the time to adapt. Okay, and we were just talking about this, mutable colors, okay? Being adaptable. So what do you need to do this to be adaptable to get the things that you want? Sometimes you'll come across what appears to be an insurmountable obstacle, like a huge mountain that separates you from your success. You might think that climbing it or chiseling away at it is the answer, but why take such a treacherous, tedious approach? Be like the rivers that flow around mountains naturally. You'll move past this obstacle relatively quickly if you choose the easy way around. This is the time to adapt to your circumstances. If you do decide to climb, remember to take one step at a time, opting for the next right action. So the card is talking about, in order to do this, to heal these wounds, it's better to go with the flow to healing. You could fight the fight. You could try and climb this mountain, win the battle. But really, are you? You're exhausting yourself. They're saying it's tedious and it's treacherous. It could be more dangerous for you. You're putting yourself backwards. It's all about going forward now, moving around this obstacle. Maybe this is a brutish person in your life, an aggressive person, a browbeater, a bossy boss, a miserable person in your life, or a miserable experience you're having with your health or with relationships, whatever it is in life. This is that mountain that you feel that you have to climb. But they're saying, instead of trying to take the high road, the more difficult way, it's best to go around this. Instead of, even people try to go through it, you know, they try to blast their way through things. There are times that you're said to carry this weight and to do this, but this time Spirit is saying, no, take the easy way, go around the situation, circumvent, adapt to your situation, be like the chameleon, and even like a frog, okay, that they change, they blend in. You don't want to resist this and go against it. You just want to go around it and let it be in your past. Loving and nurturing yourself is what's really going to help you here, and your value system. Okay, what do you value in this relationship, person, place, or thing? Is this real? Is this what you're saying it is? What is your perception here? Really look at it as, is it worth the struggle? And usually things are not. Nothing is really worth the struggle. You want things to come to you in an easy way. And when I tell you to work hard at something, I talk about your prayers, your thoughts, your loving energies, not that you have to kill yourself 60, 70 hours a week or work hard at a relationship with someone who just never appreciates you, a job that's going nowhere and dead end, sneaky people around you, liars all around you, people that are deceptive, you know, and you're just helping them constantly. This has got to stop for all of us in our lives. We need to start to love ourselves first so that we can vibrate to having people who are also self-loving and self-centered, they're not selfish, around us and attract that into our life. Okay, so what's blocking us? Okay, number 12, slow and steady. So we have like this fairy looking like she's in a conch shell, a snail shell, and you see the Fibonacci sequence there. That's from the beginning that branches outward. We do have stars around, just like in this card. Stars are showing through, whether it's the clouds or if it's the dust that's around there. Your wishes, your hopes, and your dreams, they're saying. They're floating around you, even if they're not visible and clear to you. They are floating around you. And we want this in our lives. So let's see, what do we need to do to get this? Okay, number 12 is saying, slow and steady wins the race. Remember the old cliche, slow and steady wins the race. So they're saying this is a time for easy movement, unhurried steps, and a steady heart. Trust that taking life at a more leisurely pace will give you greater access to your dreams. Doesn't that deflect to this card beautifully? Slowing down allows more contact with the juicier elements of your life. Savor them. So this is good advice for us. We know we want to heal things in our lives, and it's got to start within ourselves, okay? And then here we're talking about, in order to get that, we need to take an easier approach instead of fighting and struggling. That's good, right? Who wants to always fight and struggle to get what you want? And here it's saying the thing that's blocking us is that we're not slowing it down. We're not listening. You know, we are taking the harder road. Yet this person is encased in this hard shell. They're soft, okay, and vulnerable, but they're inside their home. They carry their home with them. Their loving, nurturing protection is right there on their back, and they can come out at any time. She has wings. I'm saying that she could fly, even with all this weight on her, because it'd be easy for her. So for all of us right now, we need to stop carrying dead weight with us and feel free. She can come out of this shell at any time. She doesn't have to carry it with her, and she can fly, or she could stay within the shell and go slowly. So for right now, we need to slow it down. We need to really think things through. Evaluate what's going on in our life. Is this something that keeps repeating a pattern in our life? Is this dead weight we're carrying with us when we want to fly, or we're afraid to fly? And we stay in that shell, that protection, remembering everything that you want and desire is on the other side of fear. There are times we need to break free from the shell, break free from the dead weight, that dead-end job, that dead-end relationship, that dead-end exercise program, diet that we're following, whatever it is. This is a time that we need to slow down, really go within, and evaluate what's going on around us in our lives. Looking at all the things we're wishing for, hopes and dreams that are all around us, but not clear to us now, it's a good time to reflect on that until we're ready to break free of that which holds us and fly. Now, what advice from Spirit? 2 cards came out. I have number 8 and 35. 8 is grounding stability. Okay, that's a solid foundation. It says come together. We have 2 giraffes and hearts coming up from them. And then on the top here, I can't even, it's not an osprey. I don't know if it's a pelican on the top there. And then 35 is another 8. And we have like day and night here. And again, another bird here. So we know spirit and flying. We have the fairy with flying, and it's a beautiful crane. And this is education. And she's opening this book here, and the fairy is flying out of the book with this bright light. So we know there's magic, imagination, things that we need to learn to make us have this solid foundation. So let's see what it's talking about. In order to work toward this or to get this in our lives, come together is saying, love needs to be shared. Love needs to be expressed. Drawing the Come Together card is a sign that you're on the path to discover the nature of this emotion in all its forms of expression. Romantic, familial, unconditional, spiritual. In each instance, there is another being involved. Love involves a give and take between you and a significant other, a relative, a friend, an animal, and or spirit. This card assures you that love has come calling and seeks a partner in its dance. Know that you are cherished. Like a magnet, you're attracting love into your life. This is a time for harmonious, caring partnerships. This is resonant with what's going on here. For some of you, there's a love partnership coming in or that you've been longing for. But until you do the work with healing here and take the easy road and get that dead weight off, this is not going to come to you and be possible. And remember, this is love from family, friends, anything. We talked about this here too. Maybe this dead weight or this wound set is family, friends, loved ones. That's the most painful, right? Because that's the hardest one to work through, because you've enmeshed yourself so much in such a codependence, you've forgotten how to be independent or have a healthy interdependent relationship. And so education is saying life is filled with lessons. Be teachable. Wisdom comes from participating in life, not just reading about it. This card suggests that you might not have enough knowledge about what you seek, the direction to take, your circumstances, or the nature of your inquiry. Important information is coming. Now is the time to get to school, ask a person who might be able to help you or knows more than you do, or find a teacher or a course of study that you can more clearly understand what the next action might be. Sometimes life unexpectedly sends you to an unfamiliar school, and you must learn by experience. Now is the time to be teachable, open to changing your perceived notions, be a student, and be willing to state the most powerful mantra of all. I don't know yet. Very, very wise. Taking the time, slowing down the pace, okay? Opening up your heart. Open up your heart, even if you're in a relationship that is beautiful and blissful, wonderful. This could be always about yourself. Welcoming love. It's a giving and receiving. I know they said give and take. Many times in a relationship, one person gives, the other takes. I augur a healthy, loving relationship that is giving and receiving. So the love you give is equal to the love you receive. Okay? So education is saying here, it's not just book learned. You need to experience things in life. So many of us are experiencing things in life that are going to be life-changing for us from this situation. So planting the seeds with this new moon in Aries, taking action, generating change is going to start with you healing, releasing and burning off the old energies, okay, being softer and going around situations instead of busting your way through like that ram head, you know, just ram tough and ram through is not always the way. There are times we have to be gentle and meek and going around things and realizing to slow down and really seek what's happening around us. Looking at where we feel loved, nurtured, and protected in our cocoon, where we feel safe, but where we feel threatened, abused, aggressions may be upon us, dead weight that we have to cut ourselves free from and fly away from. To open up for this loving energy to come to us in our life so that it'll bring everything. It doesn't always have to be another person. It could be that car you want, that house, the ideal job, retirement, the school that you've wanted to go to, a baby, a dream vacation. Who knows? It's infinite. But starting with the loving energy is going to bring that to you. And do some research on whatever it is that's around you. Maybe there are things that you need help with, either guidance and meditation, an exercise routine that could keep you calm, burn off some of that excited energy, especially with that fiery Aries. We don't know everything, and we don't know everything yet, but be open to spirit and saying, in a situation, what good is coming out of this, spirit? What is it I need to know to help us? Be patient and wait. That's very difficult for many of us. But these are the life experience that we evolve from and mature from, and it's part of our storyline. That's what makes us individuals and unique. So remember to set your intentions on the new moon and use a fire element and be grateful for everything you have achieved. I do wish you the best as always, and thank you very much for subscribing and booking readings. I appreciate each and every one of you.